What's going on, everyone? MikeO back with another mail day. Really excited to share some of my recent pickups with the community. The community helped me pick up a few of these cards too, so as usual, it's going to be a mix. Some modern, some vintage, love it all. A lot of Phillies, but a few non-Phillies, so let's get into it. So this first card is from 2013 Topps Allen and Ginter. It's a relic card of Roy Halladay. Game-used memorabilia. Really cool looking card. I've gotten a little more into the relics recently, and they're pretty neat. Obviously, you take them if you can get them for just a couple bucks. Don't go crazy with it, but actually was made aware of this one by Zombie Collector. He sent me a message, said, hey, check this out on eBay. It didn't have any bids, so I watched it and then decided to pull the trigger. So that's a nice one for the collection. So really happy to add that Roy Halladay to the PC. Next up, I got a couple Phillies that were picked up from Triple Crown 24 during one of his sales. We got a Roy Halladay blue border. I believe this one might have been a Walmart exclusive, but I'm not positive. Just a neat little card to add to the Roy Halladay / Phillies collection. And then while I was at it, I also picked up this mini from 2008 Allen and Ginter of Jimmy Rollins, who was a big part of the '08 Phillies team. So happy to add that one. Thank you, JT. Got some eBay pickups. Been getting really into the autographs again a lot lately. And I really like the TTM / in-person autos on old school cards, getting them picked up and getting them authenticated and slabbed by PSA DNA. So got two here. Got a Von Hayes on the 1989 Topps. These were dirt cheap. Obviously there's a little bit of a stain there on the side, but overall solid. Von Hayes was a guy that I really liked when I was a little kid, when I was like 10, 11 years old. And then Lee Thomas, he was the general manager of the Phillies in the early 90s. So he was the guy that put together the 1993 Phillies team that went on to win the NL pennant. So I thought that was a neat one to pick up. Love the vintage sign, so a couple cool pickups there. As an Allen and Ginter collector and fan, always love to pick some of these up. This is from 2020 Archive Signature Series. It's Josh Hader of the Milwaukee Brewers. Pretty short signature, but happy to add this one to the Ginter collection, one I did not have, so nice one there. And this is one that I literally picked up because it was 99 cents with like 2 minutes left, and tossed a bid in, won the auction for $1.24. Obviously I had to pay shipping too, and it's not exactly the greatest looking card, and the autograph doesn't necessarily pop. Charlie Hayes, who had a solid overall big league career, did put away the final out for the Yankees as they won the World Series. But with the Phillies, he had two tenures. Was acquired in '89 and kind of was the guy that took over for Mike Schmidt. Had a couple decent years there. Went to the Yankees, the Rockies, and then headed back to Philadelphia. So neat one for the Phillies collection. And again, I mean, just a bargain pickup. Here's a 2019 Bowman Chrome Sapphire of Bryson Stott, Phillies' top draft pick from last year. Solid prospect. Not an expensive card. Didn't have any of the Sapphire editions from Bowman and just thought it would be neat for the collection. Figured I'd take a shot, pick it up. Maybe this kid makes it to the big leagues and does some big things with the Phillies, and maybe he doesn't. That's a chance I'll take. But really cool looking card. Sapphire stuff, at least in the Topps Chrome version, have just shot up in popularity and price. So I figured I'd jump on this one while it was cheap. There are no autographs in the Bowman version. There are color parallels, however, so just wanted to have one. Now I got a couple redemptions in from Topps that I've been waiting for quite a while. This one specifically, numbered 1 of 50. It's from 2017 Bowman's Best. This one was pulled at the end of 2017. I mean, it's late December when they came out. Submit it right away and has finally come back. So really nice Really nice Andrew Benintendi, but it took a while. And I know a lot of people like to jump on tops with the redemptions, and it is frustrating in redemptions. I think we'd all prefer there not to be any, but this is a case where, you really can't blame tops. They did end up honoring it. This one you blame Mr. Benintendi. Andrew, I don't know what you were doing for the last 2-3 years, but it was about time you got to these cards, because you got to remember the players don't have to get involved in the trading card products. Of course, we appreciate them doing so and having their product and autographs in Topps products, but they sign a contract, they make a commitment, they are paid money to do these autographs, and it's kind of up to them. So it took a while. I was getting to the point where I thought it was never going to happen, and I could have had to substitute it. Who knows what I would have gotten, but finally came through. So happy to get that Benintendi back. And then this one here goes to Richard, who I have to reach out to. He was involved in a group break I did, and he pulled this Andrew Benintendi 1/1. It's a magenta printing plate. So that was pretty awesome. Did a few breaks from 2017 Chrome Update. Someone hit a Bellinger Gold auto to 50, and then someone hit the Benintendi 1/1. So those boxes were loaded, but definitely happy to see people do well. So this one's going to have to go out to Richard. He asked me to redeem it because he had never done redemptions before, and technically that box was done right after the expiration, so I had to deal with Topps with that. Here's a pickup that I should have taken out of the team bag before the video, but too late now. This is from Topps Transcendent. Topps Transcendent is a ridiculously expensive product. It is absolutely beautiful. This is a Bryce Harper base card out of the product. It's numbered 28/100. It's got a little bit of light shine to it. It's got a metal frame. They basically make 100 sets and 100 boxes. Each box contains a set, and there's sketch cards, and there's autographs, and all kinds of stuff. It's actually pretty interesting to watch the breaks. Obviously, it's not a box that many of us, if any of us, can really afford, but definitely can afford the singles. And if you look hard enough, some of these base cards you can get at pretty good prices. I think I got this one for like $12, $13. A lot of people ask like $20, $30. But if you're patient, you can find them. They are beautiful. If you're a player or team collector, absolutely worth picking up. And really happy to have it. So nice Bryce Harper for that Phillies/Bryce Harper PC. This one I ended up picking up while talking to Filmington, who had also picked one up. So he kind of tipped me off that this one was available. It was the last day before eBay bucks were expiring, and I wanted to make use of what I had left, so I picked up this 2018 Topps Chrome Rafael Devers Sapphire Edition Gem Mint 10. Beautiful card. 2018 Topps Chrome Sapphire specifically has really taken off. A lot of that credited to the Ronald Acuna, which has just skyrocketed in price. But with that, I think a lot of attention has come to some of the other rookies, and all the prices are rising, but you can still get in on some of the other really fantastic players at pretty fair prices still. So maybe not a bad thing to look into if you're into the Sapphire stuff. So nice Devers. And then the final card is a vintage card. It's actually pre-war 1936 National Shakal. That's what I'm going to call it. I was unsure of how to pronounce this, and I'm basing that on Dustin Bellinger, because I was watching some of his videos that he did a while ago. But it's a 1936. It's an R313 Dolph Camille, and it's pretty cool. It's an SGC 4.5 VG to Excellent Plus. Got that old school Phillies uniform. These are blank backs, but just another card to add to that ever-growing Phillies slabbed collection. Just trying to basically do one of kind of everything I can find, anything with the oddball stuff. I have a lot of the kind of big releases at this point, but just continuing to add that. And at some point I'll do a showcase that'll be kind of through the years, through the decades, kind of through the centuries too, I guess. But have had a tremendous amount of fun with that because all cards are awesome. I'm fascinated by the old school stuff, and I, reminisce about the 80s stuff and nostalgic about that 90s stuff. And, well, baseball is as great as it's ever been, and the quality of players is absolutely amazing now. So that to me makes the modern products, plus the beauty of the products and how well they do it, and the chase, fun as heck as well. So that's it. That's the mail day. A lot of cool stuff picked up. 1936 card and a 2018 card. Some nice pickups. Appreciate everyone watching. Comment down below. Let me know what you think, what you like, and I will talk to you next time. Have a great one.